Iggy get back. I come to get back. He ain't really no chopper, came without a kickback. I'm about to push shit back. Take chicken the shit, he ain't never getting shit back. Been a long day, little nigga better sit back. Poppin' like a Kit Tat, I don't need a tit chat. Shot, let me get that. Show me where the bricks at. My little looking them young, show me where the licks at. Tell me what you want, cause I'm about to come release that. If you got a problem, I'm rolling like a zigzag. Blowin' like a big bag, breaking like a Kit Kat. Name whole way, big boy, make it slim fast. I'm about to go scratch him out like gym class. Up in the whip and all black. Back up, Iggy in the back. I come to get back. Water whip, bitch, I got looking in the trap. When I hit the track, I just snap. I can take and push it up at the bottom of the map. But they going for the hole in the map. Well, you better start holding your trap. I come for the hole in your trap. 50 cat, he's so running laps. Like an Avery Richie with a demon, them and go snap. I know I'm supposed to be one of the legends. I feel like the kid running around with the feds to go deliver the message. I'm wrecking street records, destruction, my fetish. I know they ain't ready, but they gonna get it. Hurry, somebody go deliver the message. He say we ain't ready. He feel like the kid running around with the feds. Destruction is fetish. You know we ain't ready, but we gonna get it. They think it's the dope coming in, they ain't jelly. I double my sauce, I got none of spaghetti. Wild boy with a brand new machete. I keep me a devilish mind state. Couldn't triple the crime rate. But I'm heavy and pull up and smoke of this medicine. Talkers irrelevant, choppers irrelevant. Hammer is really a fly like a pelican, mind like an elephant. You wanna stare at it? Get back. I come to get back. He ain't really no chopper, came without a kickback. I'm about to push shit back. Taking the shit, he ain't never getting shit back. Been a long day, little nigga better sit back. Pop like a Kit Tat, I don't need a tit chat. Shot, let me get that. Show me where the bricks at. Me looking at them young, show me where the licks at. Tell me what's wrong, cause I'm about to come remix that. If you got a problem, I'm rolling like a zigzag. Blowing like a big bag, breaking like a Kit Kat. Name whole way, big funny, make it slim fast. So I'm about to go scratch him out like gym class. Up in the whip and all black. Back up in the get back. I come to get back. Yeah, I come to get back. I come to get back. Yeah, I come to get back. I come to get back. Yeah, I come to get back. Yeah, I come to get back. I come to get back. I come to get back. Yeah, I come to get back.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Late Nights with Kasual Toy Collector. I am Kasual Toy Collector. Who we got join in here? S3D Toys. What's going on, man? Daredevil in chat. Jeezy Crazy. MC DJ ACDC. My eyes a little fucked up tonight. I was playing with the kids yesterday, and it wasn't so bad last night. But I was playing with them, and my 2-year-old snuck me. He caught me slipping, stuck me in the eye. Clean punch too. Clean punch. Really awkward, aggravating hit. Not so much painful that it knock you out, but like it popped something on my eye. Like he hit me right on the corner of my eye, and it kind of has my eye a little thrown off tonight. Yeah, Jesus Crazy. Can't remember if I said his name. Maybe I did. Let's see. All right, then I'm gonna share a link immediately. Kind of looking through some Transformers, man. Thinking about starting to get rid of some shit. I got some boxes here beside me. It's a phone case. I'm gonna do some light sipping and look at some of my Transformers and figure out what I'm doing here. See what y'all input is. So starting off, got this. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. Got it because of Orion Pax. And there's some I guess I could do some 3D printed shit to fill out the void that's missing without packs. I wonder if somebody would be interested in copping that for like a dub or something if I printed replacement parts. What up, Jay Holla? Get rid of this? I'm getting rid of like I got a bunch of stuff. I'm looking through a box here beside me, kind of deciding what I'm doing. I want the Orion Pax out of this shit though, man. Cause I don't know if we're gonna get another good Orion Pax. What up, Jay Holla? What's up, man? Got some Transformers tonight, so tonight's show might be especially for you. So yeah, thinking about getting rid of that shit. I could print up something to fill, but I want the Orion packs. I don't know how to do it. Would anybody be interested in the Optimus Prime part of it? Because I can print something like I say to fill in that void. But I do want to keep the Orion packs. I think. But do y'all think we're gonna get a better? Yeah, I got to get rid of some shit, man. I got too much stuff. I can't do it. Anybody need Bo-Katan cries? Got that, a couple of them shits too. I thought people would need them. Oh yeah, Orion packs is coming in a 2-pack in Legacy. Cool. So this whole damn thing is sold. Anybody interested in a Power of the Primes, Optimus Prime? Let me know. What else we got? Got Bo-Katan cries. Bo-Katan cries. Asajj Ventress. Anybody need any of this shit? I might keep the little Santa Star Wars shit. What else I got all about Hot Rod. That shit don't fit in my collection. What's up, DFS Infinite? A bunch of shit. No interest in that. If anybody, this can't fit in my collection. Damn, it's a Lambo too, boy. Still, it's gotta go. Gotta go. Yeah, we finding deals, just grabbing shit. The Bo-Katans I bought though because I figured people would need them, and it didn't pan out. I don't know if I want to build this damn Devastator either. I got all the parts to it. I should sell that shit, huh? I wonder how much somebody will pay for all the parts to it. Oh yeah, if Orion is if he's a cut retool, that would be perfect, man. You're right on that. That would be perfect. Let's see what else I got here. I don't know if I want to keep this either. I think I'm gonna get rid of that shit. Convince me different. Hey, Justin Hall. Yeah, this one's probably gotta go, man. It's cool, but it's probably gotta go. More of the Constructicons. Damn, we had S3D for a while. We said, damn, you have an SS38. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, for real? You want the Prime, Jay? Okay. I'll fuck with you, man. Oh. I think I opened the Snake Eyes. This might be an extra. Is it? I'm pretty sure I opened the. Pretty sure I opened the Snake Eyes, so I think I got an extra. Whatever the retro Walmart shits that they've been reselling. I got a bunch of this stuff that probably needs to go too, man. like stalkers and shit. I got the this is the second skull cruncher. Oh, there we go, S3D. What up, Steve?
What's going on?
Chilling, man, chilling.
Cool, cool, cool.
Going through some toys, looking at some
Oh,
stuff.
yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm on my way home. I met with the team tonight.
The
I
job,
told you
the
I got
job.
offered. Yeah, for the football coach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I went and did earlier. Well, because I got offered that job with the district as well, and so I had to do a live scan today, and then I had to go do a drug test. Which, God, I hope to God I freaking pass.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do they care?
Well,
Do they care about weed?
Yeah, so they do test for weed, but I haven't been smoking that much. And I took a test this morning. You know those ones you can pick up at Walgreens,
Yeah.
and I tested negative with it.
Oh, okay. Well, you might.
So I'm hoping I test negative with this. I mean, I told the lady at the district that, I actually told her I lied to her. I said, yeah, I don't smoke, but I do CBD, and I told her I don't know if it's gonna come up, and so
Right.
she notated it. She's like, don't worry. She said she'll be fine. I told her I took a test, this morning and it showed negative, but we'll see. As long as it comes back negative, then yeah, I've got the job with the school district and then also coaching. So
Right. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Hopefully
yeah.
you'll pass it. You might just have the magic chemistry that it don't really pick up on.
Well, and I don't smoke that often, so I'm hoping, I didn't do enough to where it's not in my system. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So plus I vape when I do it, so vaping isn't as strong as doing the actual flower.
Yeah.
We'll see. I'll know in a few days.
I can't remember if I opened one of these. I think I got an extra one of these.
What's that?
Earthrise Optimus.
Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. So how was your day, man?
It was alright, man. It was alright. Some the my kid's cat is bad sick, man. She's gonna die.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man. So that kind of sucked. But
Yeah.
giving them another night, you know what I'm saying, to try to love her and be around her, man. And then I guess tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to take her, go get put down or something, or...
Yeah, man. Cause she's not. I know she's in pain, man. I know she's in pain.
I hear that. Don't want that,
Yeah, it's a touchy situation, man.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with kids.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
We all go through it, though. We got to.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, man, it was straight for the most part.
Cool. Cool.
I forgot to do something at my job that I was supposed to make a deposit today, and I didn't do it. But
Mm.
I was a little thrown off with the whole cat thing.
Mm.
Going through chores, man. I got to get rid of shit, man.
Mm. That's how I feel, man. I got so much shit.
This shit crazy.
But I'm definitely done on alley vipers. I've got those 4 coming from Eric.
Man, this Jay. Hell no. You'll see. I'm not abandoning them. I'm coming harder than ever. I'm just trimming down. I ain't got room for everything. I can't do it. What's up? What's up, man? Mo2 King.
What up, y'all?
Chilling, man.
What's going on? Yeah, see, I just have too much. Like, I need to definitely I'm not getting rid of. Oh, I mean, I'll get rid of some stuff, but I just need to slow down on, and you know what I mean, the stuff I'm doing.
I slowed down a while back. Trapped, I think. Well, one of the last things I bought was Trapped, y'all. What's up, Jeezy Creasy? Everybody else in the chat.
Yeah, and Trap Jaw's still not in the stores yet, huh?
Nah, he actually, I just started spreading the word to everybody. He's actually just went up on, well, I noticed on my bank account this morning or earlier today that I had a process from Entertainment Earth, and I was trying to remember what the hell, and evidently I just looked on one of my Motu groups. He's up on Entertainment Earth in stock right now, so if anybody wants to grab him, I started kind of spreading the word through my friends.
Okay.
I went ahead and kept my pre-order so I can, spread that on to somebody who wants him.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about getting him and then Triclops. I mean, they look cool.
Yeah.
But man, I just got so much stuff. I'm just like, man, like I don't even know where I put it.
Yeah, I know, right? I got rid of all my Origin stuff, and I got rid of a whole bunch of comics and created so much more room in here. My health has just been crap as well as you know, so I ain't really had the nerve to be able with my back to, get down and organize stuff and fix, I was fixing figures, prior to all that. I'd only got to like, I think 6 figures fixed, with the leg bands, and then I had to stop. And ever since then, I've just been kind of trying to take it easy. Try not to strain, turn the wrong way or lift anything heavy or, make any ignorant moves, I call hell all day today, man. I really couldn't breathe properly. I was short of breath all day up until about 1 o'clock, and it finally kind of subsided. And I talked to Kaz for a little while, and I got off the phone with him, and I watched Three Amigos and ate some supper after that, and then I finally just took about 1,000 milligrams of Tylenol, and I finally got to where I could breathe normal again. So I guarantee you that shit's gonna hit me in the morning. If that shit hits me in the morning, man, I'm probably just gonna go back to the hospital because they gotta do something for me. I'm gonna go to a different hospital that I haven't been to.
Yeah.
Something's got to give because it's my back causing the problem. It's making my muscles in my ribs and my, because you got cartilage in a certain part of your ribs, and if it gets, swollen due to, inflammation, it can make you, it can take your breath away. It can hurt your breathing. So. Yeah, I'm trying to action figure, man. Y'all with me every step of the way, man. All of y'all. So I'm just trying to, all I can do is hang in there, man.
I hope you start getting better, man.
Yeah, if I can get over this, like I said so many times before, I'd be fine, man. 6 months ago, I would have never thought I was having a good old time, enjoying, everything and shit. If I didn't have y'all, man, like I said, I didn't have my mom and them, man, I'd be up the creek without a paddle, man. I wouldn't know what to do because I'd be by myself, and I mean, I'd still be going, but it'd be different, it'd be really rough, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can't, do the diddly like, smoking anymore because I tried that a little bit yesterday, and that just made me, that just made me feel a little bit worse already than what I was. I was like, oops, well, I won't puff no more for a while.
I hear that. No, I'm done smoking for me personally, just because and I don't want to take a chance of it not hurting me getting work, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And I only took like 2-3 hits, and that was it, man. I was. It felt weird, but it felt worse at the same time. It's like all my pain was amplified. Like it was numb, but it was amplified, and I was like, "Damn, this is weird." What's up, kid?
Yeah, what up, kid? Action figure expert.
You got any related Dinobots or any Ravage, other versions of Ravage in that box, kid?
No. This is all box shit.
Yeah, I know I'm looking for that 2008 Ravage from the Revenge of the Fallen. He came on a carded. He was a carded one. He didn't come in a box.
I don't think I have two of them. I got one for myself. I don't think I got two.
Right.
Yeah, I'll get you some. No, we don't have.
Yes, I'll be back on in a little bit. When I get home. All right.
Okay, that's cool, man. That's cool.
All right, guys. See you in a bit.
All right, see you in a bit, man. What up, Bruce?
Bruce, loose.
He's scared. He's scared to make a personal appearance.
No.
You said what?
What's it?
We
What's
don't have
scared to
any.
make a personal appearance?
Get something else. He's scared to make a personal appearance. He want to be on the net and shit. He want to be. He want to be banging on the net.
Yeah, so new Soundwave. If you happen to be watching, like you already know, I got your scare glow, so I got to get your address. So you sending that guy out.
Bruce the Hangless Deuce. Snip. Snip. He ain't been called Snip in a minute. And what the hell is Action Figure talking about? Shit, man.
I watched the Three Amigos. Boom, 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 boom. Good night, Ned.
3/4 Stalker.
There we go.
Beat up packaging. Yes. Fuck loads of Hot Wheels.
Jay Holla, I should block your ass, Bruce.
Man, what the fuck, man?
I literally just heard it too, man.
Man.
Bruce jinxed you, Cass.
Man, you gotta stop doing all that. Slinging stuff, bags at people. What's up, man?
Hey!
Move.
What up, DFS? Vega Corleone.
My bad, Dad. I'm coming. I gotta get a towel.
Alright, you good, brother.
I need to go out there and reload totes.
You're welcome, Long Dragon.
He just came up here and slung a bag at me.
It's like 2 or 3. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say at least 3 people I've helped out now. I'm glad I could do that.
Oh, you can? Shit, it's whatever, Bruce.
Probably should have canceled mine, but I figured I want to help somebody out, so.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Excuse me, shit.
Shitloads of Hot Wheels. My Joe's in here. I can break them up. Oh shit. Yeah, that's shit. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Some old goodies.
OG Joe's. Yep.
Yeah.
Metalhead, or I call it Metalhead Cover Commander.
Couple broke ones I got to fix up too.
Yeah, lovely thing. You know, those are easy to fix. So, unlike He-Man.
Yeah, I got one that just needs an O-ring. I think it's Zep. I think his name was Zep.
How I always wish He-Man figures were easy as those to fix, but I'm cool with it.
Got me a Zep in the joint. I just got to put a new O-ring on it.
Even after seeing them all these years, man, it's just crazy compared to back then, and not really realizing like the size.
Yeah, how small they are.
How small they are, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, really? You know, that's an action figure? Like, holy shit.
They felt big to us, dude.
I was spoiled, man. I was like the diva of the block then, because my figures were 5.5. Well, like fucking, like they were on steroids and shit.
I got to get my life together,
I wish
man.
I could fix mine in 30 seconds. Shit. I might be able to fix a certain He-Man figure in about 5 minutes, but actually, I haven't got real good at it. Got somewhat okay, but some figures are harder than others.
I'm trying to think where the fuck to start posing my Joes at.
Hell yeah. I remember when you told me you had the dreaded 28. We were talking about a battle scene, you know.
Yeah, in the shed.
Like you, of course, you know, like you said, only unfortunate
Maybe
thing.
that's what I do, man. Maybe that's what
thinking about it, yeah, since you don't really stream from out there anymore, you know, other than what you have out there, that would be
Well, I plan on getting back out there too.
Oh yeah.
Like, so yeah, in the end, like G.I. Joe is displayed out there with the battle scene, and I can do shows out there from time to time. And then in here, I got my Transformers and shit. Maybe.
Shit, you can build you some.
What up, Deathstroke?
Build you some different shelves out there and put your Joes up there, and then or do however, you know, set it up however you want.
I'm looking up at the shelf up here as far as just lining them up.
Yeah.
I got plenty of room to pose them up there, but I don't know, they Joes. I kind of want to put them in battle poses and shit.
Yeah, you want to be able to see them and then, you know, be able to move them around, change them up when you want, instead of you having to get on a step stool or a ladder to do it.
I'm reliving all the past hauls, breaking them out and shit.
Yeah. Oh, good old Evil Lynn. Yeah.
Good Evil Lynn, yeah.
Yeah, she's a great figure, man. Well, all of them are great.
I never got He-Man or Skeletor. I got all the chicks in the series.
Yeah, no, I got them for you, but you were kind of so, you know, you were focused on just the females, so you got another Tila coming, so it's gonna be in her classic armor. So she's got a different head sculpt too. It's got her where her hair is parted down down the center, and her hair is kind of flowing down on either side. It looks really good. I mean, it looks great, man. They just matter of fact, they posted some updated images today of the box art and all that, and the packaging and what they look like and all.
I think M3 got me started like as far as buying female characters. Like I seen how he be buying the statues and all the different shit and all.
Oh
And
yeah,
all
like
of a sudden, like I caught a bug when I was in stores. I started, that chick looks cool or whatever. I picked that shit up.
yeah, like I know he collects like Lady Death and all different types female characters. I'm trying to remember like the first female character I held, or I remember we talked about it.
Oh, but I do got this though. I do got this. Though.
Oh yeah, the Origins He-Man. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
got.
you found them on clearance.
I figured since I have Castle Grayskull, I might as well.
Oh yeah. I remember you got one from Castle Grayskull.
Man, I got so many Hot Wheels. This is crazy.
What's up, Astray?
Man, some of these shits, I got like 5 of the same car type shit, man. Flintstones and shit.
Oh yeah.
Who is that? Is that Earth Mode? That's Earth Mode, so he stays. I need to get me more totes and bins to sort through shit, really.
Yeah, that's kind of what I started doing, getting everything organized and baggied up and
What up, Stray?
labeled, all that good stuff.
I bought some bags today to start taking on the project because I got to start doing it.
Yeah, luckily I ain't gotta like buy different size baggies and shit. I just been buying the gallon freezer bags, the zip freezer bags.
I got them rares, boy. Got them rare micro machines. I need to look these up, man. I wonder if people fucking with. I think they got canceled or something. Like they're not really doing them anymore. Yeah, this shit. I don't even know who that goes to. Probably do.
I know I want one fucking day, man, where I'm not feeling like shit. Just one day.
Damn, bro.
That's all I ask for, man. I'm
You know how
hoping
it's
it's gonna be
downloading games on your phone? Can I do another one?
What game, man? Bring it here. I'll do it. Come here.
It's not a girl game, I promise.
What's the girl game?
It's not a girl game, I promise. It's a boy game.
How do I start? How do I get it? What's going on? How do I do it?
You just have to press
Okay.
something. You don't have a password. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You could just download it. That's the last game I want.
There you go.
Well, in India.
That might catch my fingerprint. I don't know.
that Asia messing with you.
I'm gonna get the spider.
I think I got 2 golds too. I got a shitload of silver though. Like I was on fire for the silver ones. Every time I walked in the store, I'd see a silver one.
I think
And
I
a
seen
lot of my hunt videos, I'd be like, man, would you look? Another silver. And I grab it. Shit was $5, so I grab it for the hell of it just because I didn't find the silver.
I think I come across some Chase Hot Wheels and stuff like that, but I didn't buy them. I couldn't remember what the hell they were, but like I said, I wouldn't have bought the Hot Wheels I bought, but it was just because my sister got me started on them, so I had to finish the set. Matter of fact, one of them I had to track down. That I had to buy that bitch from the flea market. It was number 3 of 5. It was the Beastman van from the Motu Hot Wheels collection, the first set that they put out. And the first one she got me was Skeletor. She got that from GameStop.
Damn, I got so many stores, man.
Yeah, you got all kinds of stuff in there.
Shit, man.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, for real.
That's the fun part of it, man. It's fun looking through stuff and you kind of forget, kind of a little what you got, You'd be like, damn, I didn't know I had that.
For real. Real food. Shit, man.
You can start your own toy store.
Oh, it's been long ago that Micro Machines came out, man. It's been way more than 2 or 3 months ago.
Long
I've been
time.
buying them shits for feel like a year. They've been out for a long time. But I'm saying I think they quit making them because I no longer see them when I'm out shopping. Them shit, I think the Micro Machines, I think that died. They were all on clearance at the end. I want to say it was like $1.23 a pack or something like that. What up, Hunter for Hire?
I walked down a couple clearance aisles today, but they didn't really have anything.
Clearance aisles ain't the same no more.
Nah.
This
I
shit.
seen a bunch of puzzles. I started to buy a couple. I probably should have because my sister likes putting puzzles together, but maybe I'll go back. I'm sure they'll still be there.
Man, I got all the fucking
Yep.
Power War for Cybertron Micro Machine shit or what little Micro Master guys. I got every fucking one of them. Every exclusive set they came out with. All them little tiny ass Transformers. I got every fucking one.
Well, I remember when I first met you, you told me how many you had, and I was just like 3,000. I was like, holy shit.
Man, I got fuckloads of Transformers. I'm buying shit, getting shit like this, man. Like little Jada Metal, G.I. Joe shit. This shit's cool too. I guess it's home. I done ripped the box open. Put it somewhere. Yeah, we gotta have a screwdriver.
Shit. Hopefully I can sleep, man. I keep waking up 2 or 3 times during the night. That shit drives me crazy.
Yeah. I wish they figured it out, man.
So hard to get back to fucking sleep, man, once you get up sometimes.
It's probably you probably need the surgery, man, for your back. It sounds like the back, the root of everything.
Yeah, that's what that's what it just seems like it is. I'm hoping it ain't like major surgery because I'm trying to avoid that shit if at all costs.
Well, shit, they pretty good. You know what I mean? They're pretty good now.
Yeah, I know my buddy had 2 surgeries and he wouldn't have had the second one had he not. It was crazy because he told me, like I said the story before where he sneezed the wrong way and he ended up blowing out the rest of his disc or whatever or some shit. And
Oh fuck! I forgot Bruce was coming over here.
Oh,
holy shit! I got shit everywhere.
Oops.
Oh. Oops. What's up, man?
Somebody smoking.
Bruce.
What the fuck is up?
What up?
Toys every fucking where.
What up?
Since you talk shit, it's time to start shaking something.
Oh, he's showing y'all what he got in the boxes.
Yeah.
Start getting rid of it, man. Start getting rid of
He ain't about to sell shit.
Watch, goddamn it.
What up, Ashtray, Jay Holler?
Oh, you want to buy something? You said
Jay
you want to buy something, man.
Hunter for Hire.
You want to buy something, man.
I don't buy Marvel. I don't buy Marvel or Hot Wheels.
Let's transform. Look at that weird wolf. Look at that shit, man. Motherfucking werewolf, man.
I'll buy that hat.
Oh, the Cat in the Hat.
They got Dr. Seuss Day tomorrow. Hats not for sale. Oh, what about? I know how you love the Autobots and the good guys, man. What about the Optimus Prime?
Yeah.
I give it to you for the LO, man. He got the trailer too, man. 13. I'll get it to you for $13. Just a $50 for
I see.
it. It went right. Right. Am I right, chat? I think it was $50. Feel like I paid 50 for mine. Or at least 40. It was 50.
I believe you.
I got the trailer with that bitch.
I had no use for no Optimus Prime.
Got the alligator hill master joint. I had got this for Trey Maddox, but he didn't want it, I guess.
I remember seeing a bunch of those on the show.
I think I had got Weird Wolf for him too, but I guess he didn't want it.
Maybe you want to
Matter
do
of fact, I've seen all of them. I was like, damn, how many of them they gonna make? I was like, shit.
Yeah, what else I got? Yeah. I don't know. Hot Rod, you already got, probably. You got the bigger one, don't you?
I don't have the black. I don't have no black one.
That's a cool alt mode on that one. Though.
Let's tell you.
I like the card.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's put it aside. I don't have no cash on
You
this.
sure?
Put it aside.
I know you're gonna steal it. That's cool.
Yeah.
5-finger discount.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Man, yeah, I got it, man.
What up, MIS one?
Yeah.
88 fingers, Bruce.
Don't be snatching from me. You shush.
I was at home watching Biden do his State of the Union.
Oh yeah.
Do we feel better about things now?
I'll watch the highlights later.
What is the state of our union?
I mean,
Just May, as it always is.
pretty much. Everyone was clapping when he was talking about shit about Ukraine and saying Putin is just a warmonger, blah blah blah. Everybody, both sides were clapping, and then when he started talking about making prescriptions affordable for everyone, you know, the Republican side, they weren't clapping for that. They want them companies to get them big ass all them profits from the pharmaceuticals. When he was talking about
Beauty, what are you doing?
lowering the price of insulin for people for to $35 a month for anyone that needs insulin.
How about they lower the price of fucking healthcare?
Nothing that has anything to do about bettering ourselves or making lives better medical wise was the other side clapping. Not saying that they're always wrong either. I'm more like an independent, but everybody should have affordable health care. That should be something everybody should clap for. Why the fuck aren't you clapping for that shit? If your grandma needed some goddamn medicine, but instead you get paid a lot of money to be a senator or governor, so just that title gives you status above everyone, so you don't have to worry about shit like that. But if you weren't a governor and didn't get paid just to sit your ass up there in an office and vote yes or no on shit, man, you'd feel different.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! If you were in the person,
different, whether you're Democrat or Republican.
Because a lot of people had to cross the border into Mexico to get insulin cheaper. They can't afford
right, or Canada.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be that way. You know.
Why is it that third world countries have better medical programs for their people than we do?
Yeah, and we've got the worst healthcare system in the world, man. You know.
Everybody was down with the Ukraine talks and all that shit. Which cool.
Yeah.
I got it. I understand. Whatever.
But we're not in that war, you know. At the end,
we don't have any plans on entering that war.
No. We just got more.
We're not. We're sending them some money to help bolster their military aid and sending weapons and stuff. But we're not physically getting involved unless they attack like one of the NATO alliance countries. But
well, we got more things to really worry about. You know, he's got look at the fucking. Well, everything, we're, still dealing with the pandemic, shipping issues, inflation and.
Yeah, he talked about inflation a little bit. Talked about they're releasing 60 million barrels of oil because oil prices are skyrocketing, blah, blah, blah. Which gas shouldn't be spiking like that over that conflict.
Yeah, I agree.
Like 3% of that oil of the U.S.'s oil comes from Russia. That's nothing.
Yeah. So, Russia only supplies 10%. Well, 3%.
Right. They're not. It's not like a fucking.
Yeah, it's not like the Saudi Arabia or Kuwait.
Right. Prices been going up though. Prices on food been going up. Prices on that shit. Everything's been fucking going up, man. Before that shit. So.
Yeah, but it's just kind of amplified the problem, and then the pandemic even amplified it. So it's like, You know.
What up, Jeezy? Jeezy with the greasy, slimy crease. Oh, that shit with them 4,000 Lambos and Porsches and shit on it. It sank.
Oh shit, there you
You heard me?
We'll
That
get
shit
to it
sank.
though.
go. Damn.
That bitch sank.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit, I canceled my health care today so I can go with a different company. I told them straight up over the phone that it was why you tell me my last name, and they was like, well, can I ask you why you're canceling your policy? And I told them straight up why I was canceling my policy. Of course, they was like, well, sir, be aware that this phone call is being recorded. I'm like, well, I heard that at the beginning of the phone call, so I already know. I don't
They're
know.
not recording it against you. They're just recording it for training purposes. I don't give a fuck if it's recorded or not. If I'm speaking the truth, then
Yeah, I told them straight up what was on my mind. I had two different people ask me the same question. I said, look, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told the first person. Well, you sure you don't want to change your mind? No, not really. I really, I just decided to go to a better company.
man, they would want me to be the president. When I gave this thing, if I gave the State of the Union, I don't know. They probably would love that shit. My speeches would be lit, man, because my shit would be more like whether Republican or Democrat, we still stand with each other and saying "fuck you, Vladimir Putin." We don't give a fuck. You better not. You fuck with our shit. It's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap, bro. It's gonna be a wrap, and I'd have a PowerPoint. I'd have a PowerPoint with Photoshop images of him laying up in the coffin and shit. Pissing on his grave.
Like
do them like they do us. Like they do us in their propaganda. I mean, shit.
Oh yeah.
Small snow and have him eating.
They don't do no different.
But he's already threatened. He's already really threatened us. If you really think about it, multiple times. So, not
Okay. The Chinese newscaster, man, I was watching, man. She was presenting some news, their version of the news. She had a fucking Ukrainian flag pin on her jacket and was talking about how NATO's position on things is the reason that Putin attacking Ukraine. Just trying to blame that shit. They're on that. They on that other shit.
Nah,
I think they're gonna use this as a chance to go ahead and try to invade Taiwan, and then because they've been wanting to do that. They've been wanting to do that.
I can see them trying to go into Poland.
No, I'm talking about China going into Taiwan.
Oh yeah.
They've been trying to fucking do that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because
some shit's gonna happen. They're not gonna sit by. They're not gonna pass up this opportunity of chaos to fucking move in, because they've already been building like islands and shit in the international waters, saying that shit's theirs, and they've already been kind of fucking with Taiwan anyways. I don't know. I think they down. I think they will.
Dragon, I'm glad I could help you out.
Talking about the other one, shit, just retail and shipping, man.
Yeah, 80 plus shipping.
It was $20. Wasn't it $20 when it came out?
Yeah, that's $5. Yeah.
The SS Optimus Prime, I think it was $19.99.
If we get the $5 a gallon, that means someone else is paying $8 somewhere in the U.S.
Yeah, California. I remember when California was up around close to $8.
That's crazy.
And that wasn't too long ago, actually. That was
loving them big ass SUVs now.
I remember when it got $5 a gallon when Obama was president, and a buddy of mine predicted that crap. He was like, I promise you. He said two things are gonna happen. He said you're gonna have an African American president, you're gonna have $5 gas, and he was right.
Yeah, well, I ain't about to have no damn. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, man. I don't really go there when he go nowhere like that. Gas is one of them things, man. Like,
I don't really go a whole lot of places anymore.
You can't exactly just like, I don't know.
You got to do it.
You got to buy it. Which you're right. It's not like you're gonna be like, all right, well, I just ain't gonna drive my fucking car and I just won't get gas. Like, it's no point in even. They shouldn't even put prices on the fucking signs. They should have one universal price, because it doesn't matter. Regardless, if gas is $8 a gallon, guess what? You're going to pay $8 a gallon.
Period.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, no matter what's on the sign.
The sign doesn't matter.
No, because they
It
don't
should
even
be
put
like
the
a
sign
fixed
any
rate,
damn way.
like a fixed rate or some shit. Like at the
Yeah.
beginning of the year, you can choose to lock in what is the fixed rate and then the other rate.
Like you do your power bill. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
be
power
like, all
bill.
right, I'll lock myself in at a fixed rate of
rate of
$3.30 a gallon.
$4 for the year.
And if it goes up, then good. If it drops, then it kind of sucks. But
Major blood.
Yeah, fucking with it. Breaking it back out. I got him with the big cannon, trying to balance him and
Is
shit.
that Roblox cannon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, I think this one came off the breaker.
Oh, breaker. Okay.
Yeah, shooting
with ethanol, man, why the fuck do they put ethanol in the gas anyways? Why are they cutting it? Why the fuck are y'all cutting it with that shit?
So you have to go to the shop.
That shit is not okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Long Dragon. I actually got that idea for Kaz when Kaz can, whenever he get the opportunity, I bounced some ideas off of him about that very thing. It's really cool. About that white Orco, that STL file, some of those STL files.
You know, and they would have been around too much drugs.
Print Orco, right? Yeah, a print of white Orco.
Yeah, the Orco, the white. Yeah.
Been around too much drug dealing when you call
I got the file.
it.
Did I say I got the file?
Well, I sent you the link. I don't know if you downloaded them.
They be cutting. They be goddamn. They be stepping on that gas with the ethanol.
Oh yeah.
Stepping on it. Ethanol is like fentanyl.
It's a B12.
We can't go over that 10% threshold, or we gonna start having motherfuckers complaining and shit. Cars gonna be just dying left and right.
Yeah, we need them to die slowly.
Yeah, we need them to die slowly. Keep that.
Yeah, I seen the Tesla. I seen a Tesla car go flying past me today.
Yeah, man.
Got a buddy of mine. His son's got one. He's had it for a while. He had been taking it out to Jackson, drag strip and drag race. I actually was out there for coffee and cars one weekend and a few months ago and seen him drag racing it out there.
I'm gonna take my car to the drag strip this weekend.
Hey man, Origins, these are pretty damn nifty.
Yeah, they are good figures, man. They're great. They're actually great figures for articulation.
Yeah, you got the articulation.
What up, Destro 666?
And the swappable parts. You can swap parts with other figures and stuff.
Yeah. This shit's straight. They did good with this, man. Now why can't Transformers take this guy? If I can get it loose, goddamn. There we go. Why can't they take shit like this and do the same thing? Like make him like that. Why can't they make it where his arms been?
Hey, he's like a cigar and a pack of cigars. When you take him out,
they're flooding down here, Long Dragon. That Stridor,
like a cigarette.
You trying to get the first cigarette out the pack?
Except he's the only cigarette in the pack.
See, I've got.
This shit is.
I've got it already.
Put you a pack of cigarettes. See, they can just make it wider. They can make it wider. You had that damn.
Hey, y'all heard it here. Bruce just came up with
the hot rod cigarette.
With the hot rod cigarette pack holder.
For all you smokers out there, man.
We're gonna put a belt clip on it too.
Had that hot rod cigarette pack with a little button that pops the box out.
It'll look like a beeper. It'll look like a beeper.
Yeah. Genius.
Yeah.
Be the first ones.
We'll make a slide phone case on the other side.
Hey kids,
so
we gonna get all y'all smoking again.
You can walk around like this with your cigarettes on the backside, talking on hello, new number. Look at this.
We gonna make it look cool for kids to smoke again, y'all. They gonna see these nice toys with the cigarette pack. They gonna be like, Philip Morris.
And then the inside, it'll open up. This will be a lighter. You go.
We got you, Philip Morris. We ain't gonna let you down. We ain't gonna let you die off.
That's genius.
That's
cigarette
trigger
and lighter. The lighter comes out the back. It'll be the Rodimus Prime lighter.
Give me an excuse to shut this off. I got this at Joe Fest.
Appreciate that, Hunter for Hire. I do. I really appreciate it, man. We're working on our new shit now. He's working on it earlier.
Appreciate that, man. Oh, well, that was for Bruce.
I gotta get some fuel for it, though.
The gas got sad. That was for Bruce. Back to the toys. So, yeah. But yeah, they should make articulated. They should do that with Transformers. I guess they kind of are with the Earthrise shit. Some of the transformations still feel similar.
New Porters. Cigarettes in the skies. New Porters.
It's the New Borders. New Borders. Cancer in the sky. Damn it.
What up, MC DJ?
Oh, Jay Holla about the DJ.
Jay Holla, the GOAT.
DJ the tracks. I sent him some of the songs.
Long Dragon. He said new futuristic Winnebago. Who this? Right? That shit's ugly, y'all. I don't know what the fuck.
Man,
this
is
ugly as fuck.
This would be epic. Imagine a real car like that, dog, with your family riding in the back of that bitch.
Not my family.
Just be like, dude. Hey, and that's a cool minivan, dog. The cockpit, shit. You get out that motherfucker.
Not my president. I wouldn't be riding in that shit.
Not my president.
Man, that shit looks like a damn.
That shit.
I don't want to say it.
No, you wouldn't tour the USA in a vehicle like that, man.
Yeah, like in the 70s.
In the 70s, not now. I'll do it now.
Hey, that's like some shit that Hey, that's some shit that like what's his name? The wrestler Eddie Guerrero. That's some shit that Eddie Guerrero would have drove like if he had to drive a vehicle into the ring.
Yeah, he did his
Eddie Guerrero would drive some shit like this.
Cheech and Chong.
Stop. Hey man, you know those Paddington Bear movies? Paddington Bear.
I know of Paddington Bear, but I've never.
Man, you know the president of Ukraine voiced that bear in the movies.
Yeah, I'd heard. I think my stepdad was telling me he was.
Yeah, he was a big comedian too, man. He was a comedian, and then like he was on popular TV show, and
I didn't know it until, like I said, my stepdad told me.
We weren't the only country to elect celebs.
Yeah, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and.
I mean, you might as well. Shit.
Jesse Ventura being governor of Minnesota.
Yeah. Yep. Jesse Ventura. You got Herschel Walker trying to run for Senate here.
Here, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I know Ben Jones.
Bulldog that ever
was
played
in Congress, and he was a Georgia senator. He was played in Dukes of Hazzard. He played Cooter.
I finished a show called Sweet Tooth finally today. Sweet Tooth.
I heard people talking about.
It's good. It gets better. It gets better after like it's decent. The first 2 episodes are decent, but it gets really good once they hit the road. It's really good. I like it, and I hate that that season 2 probably won't come out till like the end of the year. I don't know what it would be rated at, man. There's not really any real violence in it like that, but there's a lot of implied violence, but you don't see nobody get like shot. Like if they get shot, you're not gonna see like the blood. You'll see them like hit the ground or something, and then if the camera goes.
I was watching this the other day.
Yeah, that Resident Alien is, man, that shit's hilarious. Yeah, I caught up on Resident Alien. The show called Next Level Chef. I like watching the cooking competitions.
I was watching this a while ago.
Watched some of that American Idol last night.
Fuck is it?
Fucking caught up on Bel Air. Another decent little episode. Man, Carlton's a little bitch though, man. I hate him. He's a fuck.
That's just how he was in the past. He's a fuck neighbor.
No, the old Carlton was still likable. This dude is not likable. Not yet. He says that his character develops into a different, I'm sure they will, but right now I don't like him. I hate him. He plays it well, but he's just, you don't like someone that's like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jesus.
Little bitch.
Whoa,
Oh yeah, when his daughter wanted when he was cooking the food for her. Hey, he's stupid, man. Anytime it's talking about some dying, he'll start smiling. So what would happen if I don't feed her? She'll die, and he'll just be like, just break out, kind of smiling and shit. Like, no, you can't do that shit. Yeah, man, I'm caught up. I'm actually like the next. I think I'm gonna finish watching Archive 81, and then I think the next series I'm gonna start is that fucking Vikings show. Not Valhalla. I'm gonna start from the beginning, the very first season when it was on the History Channel.
They got hacked.
Yeah, it got hacked. Anonymous said they did that shit.
Yeah.
And they hacked some of the TV stations to show like Ukrainian shit.
People ain't.
That's all right.
It's not a good move.
They get hacked. They about to cyber attack us too. Don't worry, y'all. We don't have. That's the thing, though, man. People don't understand. A cyber attack on our country would be devastating. Like, you talking about power grids going down.
Well, when they do that, they break Article 5.
We got more.
I don't think they're gonna want to do that.
Doesn't matter. They have an advanced network. That's all we do is spend time advancing our network against the other motherfuckers.
We got blocks on.
If they want to do it, I believe. I mean, if they want to do it, they will. There's no doubt about that.
They go right ahead. They'll
ban Russian access. I think
that doesn't matter. We're not talking about Russian
break
citizens.
Article 5. It's all gravy then.
Country, they're funded by the Russian government to be.
I don't think he's gonna take it that far.
I mean, it's Putin that says that he will do cyber attacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one of their angles. It's just a weapon they have. They brought down Ukraine's fucking internet. Then Elon Musk put some Starlink.
Anonymous is the American representatives. I feel like Anonymous is an American president. I feel like that's probably American origin. Really?
I always felt like Anonymous was, in the based off in the United States. I never.
Yeah, I don't feel that way.
It's all pop culture. It's all pop culture of American. The guys fuck shit.
Yeah, man, but I don't know.
It's just our type of move. It's our type of movement. Like if you one of them.
Well, I mean, it's got to be a collective. It's a collective for sure, but. Maybe I would say, okay, let's say Anonymous is probably like, just say it's 10 hackers. Out of those 10, I would say maybe 2 would probably be American. But I would say like Poland, fucking like. Man,
you kidding me? They all American. They teenage American kids, bro.
They're not no fucking teenagers bringing down government websites and shit. No.
Yeah. No. Like Ronnie's good with computers.
Yeah, but you're talking about a government website down in Russia it's not like bringing down Facebook or bringing down like Yahoo or something, right? Their internet is like the government super fucking. It's not the same as hacking into our shit.
That's not war games.
Right. I guess. That's just not war game encrypted. Our shit's not war game encrypted. Now, I'm sure some government. You shouldn't be putting sensitive shit on the internet, anyways.
Nah, hell no.
like really, but they can access computers and shit. I mean, just doing the shit like the TV is nothing though. Like that's just to get them pissed off. That's not anything but to like hack into like banking. Like if there's a cyber attack, banking goes down. Banking, power, fucking.
Supposedly, Russia's cut
gas
off
pumps
from that
just
aspect too, from a lot of banks.
Huh?
Access to a lot of banks is supposed to be cut off to Russia too.
Yeah, we banned it. We didn't cyber attack it though. We told them banks said we're just not gonna fuck with you no more. Period.
Right, and that's bad. That's bad for business.
Oh yeah.
Man. Like Putin's not the most favorite person on the planet right now.
Oh, Russia will go bankrupt. They will their economy will bankrupt because of this shit. But the sanctions that they put on, there's no question about it. It's just sanctions. They're not meant to make him stop the war. They're not meant to make him stop attacking. They're just long-term fucking. That's long game shit that will cripple the economy. Will be fucking crippled when this shit is over with Ukraine. Their ruble and everything is already falling. They're going. There's no doubt. It's a wrap. Their economy is going to be in the shit. So their people are going to be mad, man. And I hope, because there's thousands of Russians even in Russia like protesting and shit. Like, what I hope, man, because the ruble or whatever they call it, is going all the way fucking. It's going down. Like because banks are frozen, people can't get money out of ATMs. Like they're already protesting. The fact that there's so many thousands and thousands of people protesting every day against Vladimir shows something. So I hope, like the sanctions, they're going to cripple the economy, and hopefully it's to the point where the people rise up against them. Like some Russian soldiers, man, they're punching holes in their gas in their own tanks because some of them. They're being sent over there not knowing what they're, they get told they don't get the same information that we do. So they're thinking they're going over there to actually like defend Russia because they feel they're being told that there's places in Ukraine where Russians are being fucking like murdered, like genocide type bullshit. So they're getting over there, but this idea not knowing, right. A lot of them have surrendered. Some of them, like Ukraine's offering them like an equivalent to fucking US dollars, like $45,000 if you surrender, and after you go through amnesty trial, if you don't fucking fight.
Hopefully he's all right, Long Dragon. I hadn't heard from him.
He's gonna join us, basically, is what they're saying.
Russia wins in this war. That's 100% for sure. The war part, Russia wins, but their economy is done. He might as well continue. Because there's nothing to come back to when you get home, my dude.
All that work they built, all that work they did to build up their economy. Now
it's gone.
Doesn't that make him like
it's gone.
A world enemy? Like
we can't do shit to him.
What you mean you can't do shit to him?
What are we can't attack. We can't attack him or nothing. We can't do shit.
It's like an Adolf Hitler type shit, man.
Adolf Hitler that lives in a world with NATO, because if this shit would have happened back then somebody else would have helped. But
man, we do live in a crazy ass world.
He can pretty much do whatever he wants as long as he doesn't touch a NATO ally. As long as he doesn't touch an ally, then we're not going to do nothing. We can't.
What's up, Ninja?
And they're not going to risk us going, man, a war with us between Russia, man. You're talking about millions of lives lost. Millions of lives lost. You're talking about citizens, so many fucking civilians, and who knows which side, right? So many civilians. Think about just cyber attacks going on for months at a time. Not having stable internet here, fucking.
So what you think? They'll come over here bombing our land? They'll come over here bombing our land with jets?
Why not? We going to all out. If we were to send troops in Ukraine, it would start a war between us. That's why we're not doing that shit. Huh? And if we're in a war, aren't you going to bomb there? If you fuck up shit on my homeland, I'm coming to your home turf. I mean, it's just
tit for tat. They come over here though. That's all.
We did it. For Pearl Harbor, so
boy, that'll be a bad day.
I mean, it'll be a bad day for everybody.
Oh yeah.
It's not a war that ends quickly. It's not a war that ends.
They would never fly in because man, the decision has to be for the beef with us and them. We respect them the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
It's
why
that
we
snap
letting them.
decision. It
That's
ain't
why we
nothing but
letting them.
nuclear. It ain't nothing but nuclear, basically.
Right. That's why we letting him go through Ukraine the way we are. As long as you don't fuck with an ally, then we ain't gonna fuck with you. We don't have no choice.
What you want, man?
We don't have no choice.
I'm sorry. You gotta be careful, man.
And Ukraine knows that shit. They know, man, this is a losing battle. It's just how long will it take? They've done good so far, though, man. I don't like the reports where they're not letting like Middle Easterners and Africans onto the boat, trains and buses up there. I don't like hearing that shit. But you already know they're one of those type of countries, anyways. Like,
damn.
Ninja Bill, what up? Damn.
Damn, they get flooded out down there. In Australia.
That's Ninja Bill.
I think he's making reference to Giga.
I thought he posted on Instagram, but I hadn't heard from him.
What up? What up, Steve?
Big Steve.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Steve. Hey, man, the Steve Wilco show used to go ham.
Yeah, that shit was alright. He was better than Springer.
Everyone don't ever say that. Nothing will ever be. I was watching Springer tonight. I was watching Springer, bro. Like, nothing will ever be better.
You remember watching that shit late night on Fox?
Yes, man. Used to come on in the morning and at night.
What up, man?
Yo.
Used to come on morning and at night.
Didn't it used to come on? Cops come on first, and then it came on at midnight.
Cops, that was my shit too, man.
We got Bill joining in.
I like Cops.
What up, man?
So anybody heard from Giga? They had some terrible flooding down there, man. I'm not exactly
what it
is, but he was in Ukraine.
Giga's in Australia.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought he posted something on Instagram, but like I said, I hadn't heard from him directly.
Hope you're okay down there, Giga Shop.
Yeah, Gigs, we're praying for you, man.
Steve is sending thoughts and
prayers. If you're in jeopardy, we're sending prayers. If not,
what's going on?
We get them back.
What's going on down there?
We'll refund them for that.
Massive flooding.
Oh, they had the floodings, right? Yeah, definitely prayers.
Oh yeah, I saw a picture. That's right, because I saw a picture of. It was a picture of a rat, a beetle, a beetle, and a frog on the back of a snake, hitching a ride on the back of a snake in the floodwaters.
Stop lying.
Yes, man. I'm being dead ass for real.
You bullshit. I'm sorry. I'll put it on the charger. You can get your iPad.
Yeah, hold on.
Stop lying. Hey, Bruce. Man, that sounds ridiculous, man. He said a beaver, a snake, a bug.
Hold on, man.
Ride on a snake.
Yeah, I can only chill out for a minute or two, but I just thought I'd stop in and see what everybody's doing. Hope everybody's doing okay, living well.
Yeah, hanging in there, bro.
Yeah, look. Stop lying. Frogs nice beetle ride on.
Kids were being kids last night, couldn't get on.
What? I don't know, man. You always spilling stuff.
Got a picture.
Pick it up.
There's that.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I finally got all my filament in. So I'm going to start printing M3's Rattler and then Giles, I've got to print his APC for him.
Okay.
And then I ordered the white filament, which will be here tomorrow. So I should be ready to start
Beetles on the frog.
converting all my files to STL for the Snowcat, so I can start printing that for them.
The beetles on the back of the damn frog.
Hey, he did showed me some shit of insects and animals riding on the back of a snake.
It's a frog,
A real snake.
a beetle riding on the back of the frog, and a rat on the back of the snake in the flood waters. Hey man,
rat on the snake's back.
This shit's gonna make the rat population go up even more.
The water,
like for real, rat and snake, because snakes are gonna have plenty of food. And the rats, man, like they thrive in these kind of situations. Shit doesn't get better after floods, right? You got all that nasty shit. Structures are even more weakened. Like they have so many more places to hide, and it's about to be ignorant. They say they done taken over so much fuckloads of the country with these mice. That shit ain't gone away. It's just we got other shit to talk about now, but that shit has just gotten worse. They're gonna get ran off. They're gonna get ran out, man. We gotta. Even though your ancestors were criminals, doesn't make you. Y'all can take them back, man. I believe the Britain Take Back Australian Act. If they want to flee, because of the mouse epidemic, then they should be allowed to.
What mouse epidemic? Although,
what about the Brits?
There you go.
It's gone.
Oh, it's in the room on the floor.
It's in the car.
You're all on the floor.
Yeah.
No, it's in the car.
It's not up there.
Anyway, like I said, gentlemen, I could only be on for a few minutes tonight.
All right, man.
Wanted to jump in.
What's up, Ninja?
Living large.
Go, Ninja. Go, Ninja. Go.
We don't want you to stay on anyways, man.
I'm going. Love y'all, fam. Take it easy.
Hey,
later, brother.
All right,
Ninja
Bill.
Chris, that's coming on, man.
Ninja Billy. I'll send one of my doves. I'm gonna send one of my doves out to Australia. If he comes back with a branch, I'll know that the flooding has subsided. And if he comes back with nothing, then I'll know that they've still flooded. And I can't leave the ark yet.
I can't reach it.
Just like Moses. It's gonna bring back a branch.
Pass it through the drive-through window.
This is funny about that story, right? For Moses to figure out, or Noah, that was his name, Noah, to figure out if there was like all you have to do is look out, right, and see that everything's still flooded, right? Because if you have a boat this size and it's still floating on water, you know that shit's fucked up in a major way still, right? If you send a bird out, just like assuming that it knows what to do, like, so it was just gone and they brought you back a branch, and that's how you knew fucking, like, when did you have time? Did you train this bird to collect branches? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, did you guys, because I missed it because of being in traffic and all that, did you guys watch the State of the Union, or?
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I watched it.
How was it? Did he have anything interesting to say, or? No,
nothing more than we've already been. He was mostly, I mean, there was a big part about the Russia-Ukraine shit. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the normal, like, we're not going to let him, terrorize the world, blah, blah, blah. We're going to
operate any strategies, though, or?
That he didn't really mention any strategies. He firmly said, we will not be sending troops on the ground to Ukraine, but that we are sending them to surrounding NATO allies, and that if Putin crosses into those allies' territories, then we will fight back fiercely. But as far as what we already know about it was like $350 million in military aid or whatever, and nothing outside of that. So It's
What
just
about the no-fly zone for not allowing Russian aircraft into U.S.
from what I saw, he didn't talk about that. But from what I was reading this evening, I believe I read that they approved
Hey,
that,
Justin Hall.
that they're not
Okay.
that they barred Russian aircraft from flying over.
Okay,
Yeah.
any talks of letting the Ukraine into NATO or
Happy free
or into the
birthday.
UA or I mean the AU?
The EU, I think they let Ukraine in the EU like a couple of days ago. They did a
did
little
they?
emergency thing.
Okay. Well, I know that they applied for it, but I don't know if they had.
Yeah, they passed it through like an emergency hearing or some shit.
Hey, you ain't lying.
Now
man.
you want to be a part
Hey,
of it.
DFS, I'm sorry if I offend any Trump supporters, but you ain't lying, man. He would be. Yeah, I think it's a great idea for them to retake Ukraine.
I don't think. Well, you know what though, man.
I think that we should stay out of there, man.
I don't know, man. I think it would be handled probably the same way if
My
Trump was
wife is
president.
Russian.
See, I'll say
My
this.
wife is Russian.
See, I'll say this. So I'm a Republican, but I hate Trump. I voted for that douchebag the first time. Did not vote for him the second time.
He's not president.
I would say
he's an actor.
I would say,
and he's a really bad actor. He's like the bottom of a barrel porn actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Gonzo porn,
I would say
not like the vivid porn. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was terrified. I was terrified with him as president. I was terrified that he was sitting on the shitter every morning. He wakes up on the shitter every morning on Twitter, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck this country."
I mean, like one thing you got to say though, like
this country, I will.
Who knows if he would have attacked if Trump was a president right now? But we know.
I'm sorry, Motu, if I offended. I'm sorry.
Stupid. We know that during Trump's presidency.
I was scared.
I'm just stating facts. We know through Trump's presidency that.
Hey, Lone Dragon, he probably does have balls, but they're like super saggy balls.
They're orange.
I was terrified he was gonna say some shit.
And they're orange. They're orange. They look like circus peanuts. But like, when Trump was the president, he was cool with Putin, right? No, he wasn't fucking with him at all. He was cool. He liked him and shit like that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So that gave him.
Well, he liked him because he was Trump was fucking prostitutes and all that stuff.
Being under the favor, like being not like neutral with this president, but being under the favor of the U.S. president. Gave him a chance to, because he's been planning this shit since before Biden was president, right? So this gave him a chance to plan without really being fucked with, right? Nobody was really complaining too much when he took over Crimea, right? He did the same shit with them.
Trump is sociopath. It's different. He's not just racist. It's not. It ain't even about race with him. So I ain't even gonna call him racist.
He's racist, but that's not beside the point. That's beside the point. You can be racist. You can be racist and still be fair. You can be racist and still be fair, right? You don't have to like really like someone because of, or you can dislike someone because of their skin color and still follow rules, right? If you follow rules, the same rules for everyone that if you make everyone follow the same rules, whether they're black or white. If they get the same treatment under these said rules, then I don't have a problem with like a racist person being an officer. The problem the problem.
Here's my issue with someone who's going to be racist in any kind of power is that person's not going to be fair to the race that he's racist against.
Right.
That's what I mean. And
well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, obviously can't use good judgment.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're racist, but you still follow the letter, right? I'm sure that every cop that's racist doesn't just indiscriminately lock up someone of another color. I'm sure there's some that go by the book, and if you treat everyone fair, no matter what color they are, then your opinions about a race doesn't matter. If everyone gets the same treatment under whatever law you've pledged your oath to, if you follow the same rules, then you can dab, but most of the time is racism. Someone is racist, then it makes you wonder, would he have ran in the house faster to try to get someone out if they felt that if the house is burning, how much, would they be as quick to, or if you pull someone over and they have a little joint in their car, are you going to take them to jail, or are you going to let them go like you also do by like throw this joint on the ground and never, I don't want to see you around here no more, like it's there's ways, man. Like I think, right?
Yeah, I agree with Jay Holler.
Man, just make if you see people doing, I don't know, if you see people.
But that's the rules but they're not following their own rules.
I agree, cops should
you
be.
Agreed to.
I agree, we need cops out there within close call distance. But I think they should be on call. They shouldn't be necessarily pulling us over for traffic unless
right, like a seatbelt.
If I'm doing 110 miles an hour down the fucking road and you see me swerving in and out of cars and shit, yeah, let's check and see what's going on with this dude.
Or 110 miles an hour straight, you should be pulled over.
Right, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's go see what's going on with this guy.
But pulling motherfuckers over for like, oh, I saw you didn't have your seatbelt on. That's kind of bullshit. Yeah. Like,
not really.
You have a crack in the windshield. Like, of course I know I have a crack in the windshield. Nobody wants to have a crack in their windshield.
Right.
It may be a money issue.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
So I'll tell you something. When I was a deputy, I never pulled anybody over for a crack in the windshield unless it was so bad,
right,
where it became
it's hampering your vision
for that person.
Right, it can't be a fucking dent.
It might fall
it can't
through.
be a fucking.
I'm trying to tell you, get it fixed. It's gonna fall
right.
through, and you're gonna
a crack within reason. Now, I'm obviously
within reason. I mean,
right.
Now a bunch of cracks in it. Yeah, you need to be. Hey, man, you got to do something. Maybe they shouldn't be fined because fining someone for a cracked windshield isn't going to help them get to the price of replacing the windshield.
We had a crack in the window, like literally this big on the driver's side. Like it was just kind of like poking up, if I remember right. It was just like poking up, and this motherfucker pulled us over because we were 3 deep in a cab truck, and we were going to get something to drink because we've been working out here in the hot ass sun.
Yeah, it was like 1.5 inches from the bottom of the window.
Yeah,
there's no way
he said I pulled you over because it was cracked. I said, man, you got some good fucking eyes, dog, to be driving and catch that crack.
Yeah, and so I'll tell you. There were times where I pulled people over for going 10 or 15 over.
Yeah.
But it was normally if they're on a street. They're on the highway.
If right. And I told him, hey, did I not? I kept the G with him.
It's fair enough.
I kept the G with him. I said, hey, bro, so I'm going to let you know that this is a company vehicle. And I don't know when it's going to get fixed. He was telling me I needed to get it fixed, and he was going to keep fucking with me. I was like, well, I'm going to let you know that it's a company vehicle.
If there's a posted speed limit, if you're going over the speed limit by even a mile, by 1 mile per hour over it, I mean, technically, you cannot complain if you get pulled over because, there are limits. Maybe 1 or 2 is pushing it. But where do you stop? Where do you draw the line? Right, where it's like
generally around it. They always told me 5 miles, anything more than 10 miles over, but they generally allow you to.
If I get pulled over, the second I'm gonna tell you, like whoever the cop is, if I get pulled over, the second that they have the fucking notion in their head that I'm getting pulled over, I'm already on the side of the road. I'm going to the side of the road.
Yeah. See, normally if they're going 10 over. But even then, only time I would do that if they're going 10 over is on an actual, on a side street.
I mean, 10 over is a lot.
I see a cop make a U-turn from 4 lanes over or some shit, and I know they coming to fuck with me. I'll just go ahead and pull over.
And some cops, they have nothing else better to do, or they want it. So out here we have CHP, which is the California Highway Patrol. Yeah. You have your local city cops. You have your state, which is like the colleges,
right?
You have your sheriff's department, which is county,
right?
And so when I was with the sheriff's department, I had parked my personal vehicle, like everyone else, at the station. There was a CHP officer who was a total douchebag. He knew which were cops' vehicles, right? And he would pull us over coming out of our station if we had anything in our vehicle that. So I had on my rear view mirror,
right,
I had a law enforcement medallion,
right,
and he pulled me over for that, saying obstructive view.
Yeah,
get out of here with that shit.
I'll tell you this much: He didn't last very long on the job. I'm not going to say what we did to him, but 2 weeks later, we got him when he got off duty, and this is before
y'all supposed to be
videos,
y'all
before
supposed to be
dash cam
bros.
videos.
Y'all supposed to be bros.
Gang shit.
Y'all
Gang,
supposed
gang.
to, hey, y'all supposed to be bros anyway. We're supposed to be bros anyway. So unless I'm like,
I'm not bros with AAA because that's what we call CHP. We call them AAA with a gun.
Well, I'm saying like they're supposed to be kind of in the same like kind of like the same same set in some sense. Like unless I'm like easily DUI, like you can tell I'm driving drunk. Or maybe I'm driving at a super unsafe speed. Like, why are you pulling me over if you know who the fuck I am? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That's kind of bullshit.
Hey, well, Jay, to get the roots of problems, though, man, you have to see it's two sides, man. It's two sides to every story, and there's a reason for the story on both sides anyway. So it's just shit. Interesting to share a peace of mind. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or the one that told us that they pulled us over because when you see salt and pepper, you know something's cooking.
And like
they straight up told us why. White dude and white dude riding. That's why we pulled you over.
And we just gotta let it slide because we trying to.
Yeah, what am I going to do? It was the sheriff. It was the sheriff of Hepzibah.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm gonna be like, it's not like I would ever be like, what's your badge number? Anyways, that's not even something.
It was a big dog. It was like,
we can't do that.
This is my bank. I gotta keep coming up here.
Yeah,
this is my bank.
Cass could have did it though. He could have. Cass could have stood up for us.
I could have stood up.
Yeah, you could have stood up for us, but he didn't.
Shit, I'm trying to get home.
Scared.
I'm trying to get my paycheck and go home. Trying to get my paycheck.
Well, I'm making the citizens arrest.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Did you just say salt and pepper?
Man, they
get on the goddamn
body cam. They probably don't even use body cams in Hepzibah.
Hand me the pistol.
You know they beating.
Hand me the pistol. Get on the goddamn ground.
You know they beating neighbors over there and in life. They ain't got no body cameras.
Oh no.
You know it. It's a country. It's a country town.
Hey, Blythe got a super. I ain't even gonna lie. Hey, they got the sexy police force now, dog. They done got I did as they got this they got a bad it's a bad bitch.
Hey, ladies of the Blythe Police Department.
I'm single.
Kaz is single.
I'm single. I
smoke weed, but she said he'll put that down.
We keep that on the level.
He's gonna smoke poo nanny.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke that.
If you get with Cass, he'll put down Mary and smoke poo nanny.
Police officer twice, you hear me? Shoot your shot. But no, they got like I went to the little shit for the kids or whatever, man. The police force is out there.
I mean, I've had to call them a couple of times, and in the past year. You know what I'm saying?
They got like a Spanish dude.
They have a purpose.
They got a Spanish dude out there that's like super fucking built, 7 foot tall, slick back hair, had the shades on and shit. He was all over his fucking arms.
What was the one that used to like?
All the ladies was
patrolling y'all's area.
All the ladies was asking him to help and shit and trying to talk.
They used to call him The Rock.
This motherfucker might be the one you talking about.
No, it's a black dude from back in your time when you would have been running the streets.
The Rock. Yeah, the one that took me and Danny out there. I know who you talking about.
There's one called The Rock.
Yeah, tall black dude. Yeah.
Some of them, man, like if you look that cool, man, shit, boy, hey.
We had one. He
was swole up like
God
that.
Rest his soul. He's dead about some bullshit though, because he was a crooked cop. But obviously, he took me and my homeboy out to the sand dunes, and like basically kind of like offered to fight us. We was kids, man. We was fucking kids.
Said I'm tired of you motherfuckers.
We was kids. He took us out there, acting like
beat your ass and leave you on the road.
We ran on him. We ran shit. The point. Oh, it's another shot.
We don't want no smoke.
Yeah, we didn't want no smoke with the police. Even if he took his badge off.
Princess!
I wonder, did he get shot?
I don't know. He's friends with my homeboy, one of my homeboys. He's like really good friends. He's really good friends with my homeboys. I gotta ask him.
What happened, man?
My homeboy. Shout out to my homeboy Tartuffe, aka Avery.
You can't be doing that, dude. I know they took the blanket off.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullshit,
Alright.
man. It's one of them things, man.
Princess was on the blanket, man.
If you ever had like, I don't know.
Hey, man, will you tell him he's sorry, please? He said he's sorry. He didn't mean to. It's okay.
I wouldn't want to do the job, especially now.
Yes, man. Sorry.
It's too crazy.
Calm down.
Nobody wants to listen to anybody. Everybody wants to have their own opinion. Nobody wants to have a normal conversation. Everybody's conversation, right? We can get on here and talk shit, man, but nobody's really trying to convert nobody over to their views. Sometimes we have different views. You can have a normal conversation with different views without trying to convert someone or get mad because they won't see your point of view. Like, whatever, man. Like, I don't really like the police, but if I gotta call them, I call them. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to ignore the things that I see. I cannot not pay attention and see and understand that it is real. Like, that kind of shit that people talk about is real for me. But I do understand that at times I need to call on them. It's a bad relationship, man. That our country.
It's like an ex you're trying to avoid, but sometimes you just gotta call her.
It's like a.
So part of the problem is, I mean, things are. I mean, I would hope things get better. You have good and you have bad,
right?
But unfortunately, the bad outweigh any good.
I think there's more good than there is bad.
Well, there is a lot more good than there is bad, but here's the problem though: the bad, when something bad happens, it's so bad to where you can't help but to focus on that. And there's so much outcry because
it's the same shit happening over and over.
Exactly.
It's the same shit happening.
It wasn't in the drawing.
And I think the other problem is too is you don't have. So I remember when I was a kid back in the 80s, and even through the early 90s, a lot of agencies did what was called community policing, where the officers or the different agencies would come out, they'd go out to do community events, and their officers would basically come and hang out, and they would socialize. They'd come play basketball, at the local parks. They did the community events. They would, so I remember the part of Southern California I lived in, when I lived, there's an area called Ontario. Well, we had a main library, but in the area where I was at, not a lot of kids would go to that library. So the police department did a fundraiser to have this like mobile lab. So they would come once a week, and they would, along with, somebody from the library in this big bus, and they set up a mobile library, and the police department helped put that on. So they did community policing. And that's what more kids need to see. They need to see that, hey, these guys are not your enemy. You know what I mean? And officers need better training. They need training for mental health. They need training for
on how to fucking talk to people, man.
Exactly. And because I think the other thing too is, and they need to make it mandatory. See, for the longest time, especially back when I was a deputy. So back when I was, with the department, if you said you had any kind of issues, whether it be anger, depression, if you saw a therapist, you were done. You were basically ruled as no good, or defective. They need to make that mandatory where you see a psychologist where, because that job, you see some of the shittiest things. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, man.
And some messed up stuff. And these guys, I think sometimes they just...
It would take it takes a really special type of person to be able to govern the public like that, man. Because you got to
the right way.
It's so tricky, man. I can understand, like, if I can imagine pulling up behind somebody and they get out and they fucking running. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give chase with them, and I might fuck myself up in the chase, and then somehow still I might catch up to their ass. And if I do catch up to their ass after all the bullshit that I went through in the pursuit, then my feelings are escalated because of all the shit that went before it. So I can see how, damn, man, that thin line can get real. It's hard. I can understand how it's real hard to walk, man.
Well, and the other thing too, and I think I mean, more cops nowadays, at least the ones I've seen, they I think you're seeing a lot of change, but I the other thing too, I think a lot of people forget too, or a lot of these officers,
Daredevil, are you
forget
dead?
that they're peace
No,
officers.
I'm still
Hey,
here,
all
bro.
right, cool. Just checking.
I don't
bro. Just
disagree.
checking.
I don't disagree
Yeah,
with Jay.
no, I'm listening to
Jay
y'all.
Hall is speaking the
I couldn't
truth.
see if you were breathing from
He's
the.
speaking the
from
truth. I mean,
angle.
the data,
No, I'm still here, man.
the data is
just
there
wondering.
on what Jay Hall is speaking about, right? That we're 4 times more likely to get pulled over and taken to jail for having marijuana than if we was Chad up in Evans. Like, there is data that supports that shit, but nobody
Yes,
says
okay.
that.
We don't have.
So now I'm going to say this. I'm sure there is data to support it, but when I was a deputy, now granted, out here with marijuana, it's legal in this state up to a certain amount.
Yeah.
Most cops I know don't even want to fuck with it. If you have it, they just let you go. Even when I was a deputy, if you had under a certain amount, I'd let you go. Whether and me personally, I didn't care whether you were white, black, brown, yellow. I treated everybody the same.
Yeah.
But
I
every
can tell you
See,
cool. You're cool.
But see,
man.
I know a
can
dude that
tell,
went.
yeah.
I knew a black dude that went to jail for a roach, and then I personally even more know the white dude. He didn't. Not only did he not go to jail for it, he went to jail. He ended up going to jail because he had warrants for probation. He had he had to go see his probation officer. So they have it was like a probation hold or something he had. So he went to jail, but he told the officer that he had weed in a pipe in the back seat of his car.
Mm-hmm.
The officer let him drive his car back home and then arrested him and took him to jail. When he got out of jail, when he came back home, the weed and the pipe were still in his back seat.
See, and that would have been messed up had that been a situation where you should not treat anybody different based off of the race or the color of their skin. So I agree with you there. And actually, although I'll take this back, I guess I am kind of prejudiced because I actually would mistreat anybody who was a skinhead. And that's just because I'm Jewish. So if I knew you were a Nazi, you weren't getting it easy from me. I would find, and I can say this now because I'm not.
Some racist shit. You already
I'm not a deputy
on
now.
other people in their day to day.
Yeah, and so for me, but they were probably the only ones I would target per se, and that's just because I hate skinheads. I always have, always will.
It's just ignorance. Like racism is ignorance. Down to the core, racism is just nothing but straight fucking.
Oh, and I agree with you.
And
now, and I'll tell you, and I've heard deputies, guys I've worked with, use language they weren't supposed to use. And those guys had no business being on the force.
Right.
They had no business being peace officers because they weren't peace officers using that type of language.
Hey, but we're
like that. But I will say this: when there were times where, I would pull someone over, and let's say if they were black or Hispanic, most people they'd be like, okay, they'd accept the ticket, that's fine. But there would be those few times where I would automatically be accused of being racist because I pulled them over. I'm like, no, I pulled you over because you were going 15 over, or your tail light was out. It has nothing to do with your race. And I just pulled over 3 white guys right before you. So you have I think with every group, every and I don't know what it is. I mean, it's just I understand the stress on the job because
we need cops to be people though, man. We need them to be people that understand. And
I agree, but I think that there are a lot that do understand, and because of the few bad ones that are out there, they automatically get put in that same category as being those bad ones. You know what I mean? Right. And here's the thing: nobody likes being pulled over. No one likes getting a ticket. No one likes, having to pay fines, and you know what I mean? It sucks, And I'll tell you, so before I became a deputy, I always told myself I wasn't gonna be one of those guys that was gonna be a total hard ass, all that. Until I came to my first major accident where there was a young infant dead, and having to see them scrape the body off the asphalt. I changed after that. I started pulling people over for going 10 over, 15 over if they swerving.
Right.
And if anything, it's for them to save their life or the
And others,
else.
not even theirs, the lives of people around them.
Yeah,
That's what I have a problem with. When you're swerving around, I don't care. If you wanted to drive home drunk, that's fine with me. I don't give a fuck. But you're not the only one on the road, right? So if you're able to catch that from your time that you leave the bar or whatever, drunk as fuck, to your house, if that's how you want to drive, and there's a 100% chance that there's no other drivers on that road, then feel free to drive home. Kill yourself or injure, whatever.
Right.
But when there's other people on the fucking road, that's what I worry about myself. I don't care about the person in the car ahead. They decided to take that risk, but I didn't. Like, that's my problem, man. Like, I fucking hate drunk drivers.
If there's a cop out there and you see erratic behavior on the road, obviously pull the motherfucker over. But like for the little piddle ass shit, you just riding around, you see somebody listening to their fucking music, jamming, bobbing their head or something, and you see they ain't got their seatbelt on. Like, man, who cares? That's
well, seatbelts. I always pulled people over if they didn't have their seatbelt. That's just because, you know, again, they could say
if they want to fly through the window, that's their life choice.
Yeah, but you know what? My only thing is
But kids, if you see kids not seatbelted, that's a different story.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Again, I don't think you could just say, okay, punish one and not the other. And it's not even about being punished. It's a reminder. And you know, the majority of the time when I pull someone over for not wearing a seatbelt, I think I only gave someone a ticket once, and it actually was because they didn't have their kids wearing seatbelts. But normally as an adult, I would still pull them over, but I'd give them a warning. Be like, hey, you know, gotta wear, you know, I'd ask them, hey, do you know why you're being pulled over? And half the time it's because, and they knew why they were being pulled over, because as soon as you run the lights, you know, and siren, they're putting on their seatbelt.
Yeah.
You know, and you just give them a little reminder.
They're like,
you know, you just give them that little reminder, things like that. But
some
guys take it to the next level, and they go overboard. You know, and then some cops they're more mellow. You know, for me, I was more mellow on most situations.
There's different things. There's different, man. I seen it. I saw an interview of a cop that was in Baltimore, man. He was saying that the reason he quit being an officer was because he didn't like the practices that they had and shit. And it was a white dude, man, and he was saying that like they did have quotas. I don't know if that's like that everywhere, but his particular department kind of did. And he was saying that like
it's like a baseball
towards
team.
the end of the month,
trying
right?
To get the home run.
He was saying
everybody trying to catch the dope.
He was saying he was stationed.
Bus.
He was stationed in a real good area, so he didn't really have that many fucking arrests and shit like that because he was in a really nice area. But they were putting pressure on them to get arrests. So
yeah, but it's the nice areas where a lot of the crimes being done.
Hey, it's kind of
but it's just up. Not. They don't get fucked with as much.
Hey, it's fucked up.
So him and his buddies would go down. He said him and his buddies would go down into like the city area to make arrests just to appease their fucking. And he said he got tired of doing that shit, so he quit, man. Because
yes, I know. Like CHP, they have not necessarily quotas, but they are supposed to have so many tickets, you know, per month. You know,
hey, it's kind of it's fucked up though. Like on both ends, I guess. But it's kind of sometimes it's easy. Like they trying to get the big bus, man. They trying to get the big bus. And like they target, it's targeted, man. Like especially like through cars.
It's how you treat people. So I'll tell you, there's this guy.
Well, especially through cars though too, like cars. All right, so you're a cop, you're on patrol, and you see a fucking you see a donk ride by, and that bitch is on a lift kit with fucking 30-inch rims, and you see smoke coming out the windows, and you see 4 black dudes in there, and they bobbing, and the music is boom, 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 boom. You're going after them. You know, you're pulling them over
but not because they're African American. Because if they're smoking, let's say marijuana while driving, yes, because it's illegal out here. I can care less whether they're black, white.
Hey, I can understand that, but I can understand that.
On the other side of the gate,
I can understand that.
You know that it's totally possible to operate a motor vehicle while while under
Actually,
the influence of
actually,
marijuana.
no. It does. It does impair your
Shit me.
your.
Shit
Huh?
me, Steve. Shit me, Steve. And I'm talking about I've done the toppest of the toppest of the top. Like green THC wise, I've been as fucking high as you could possibly be THC wise, and I can still operate a motor vehicle, man. Like no problem. No problem. Every law, every obligation, seatbelt, whole shit, stoplights, turn signals, no problem.
Here's the thing though, marijuana does lower your inhibitions. It lowers your response time. You know, so for
I call
me,
bullshit.
the person could be white, black, Hispanic,
I'm Superman.
you know, Asian. I don't. They could be Hindu, Muslim, whatever. If they're if they're driving or operating a motor vehicle, well, high, then yeah, I'm gonna pull them over.
Huh?
Have you been impaired driving off of THC only?
Before I really
THC.
Yeah,
it fucks you up driving, like problems driving.
I mean, I've been high and drove. I wouldn't say impaired.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, it just makes you fucking more careful, really.
Yep,
like
because you know the police.
You're not about to go over the speed limit. Hey,
the
man.
Police might
hey, man. When I'm high, I use the cruise control.
So I'll tell you, prime example, and it was two little white college students.
Right.
I pulled over, and I knew they were high because you could see the smoke coming from their car, and it was a nice car too. And I don't remember the make or anything like that, but they were going 25 in a 60. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
I mean, they were like, well, we're being careful. I'm like, you know how fast you're going? They're like, no, we're not speeding. I'm like, yeah, you're going way too slow. Like, you know.
Hey, what's the ticket?
And I had no choice but to arrest the driver. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not
going to treat him any different than anyone else.
Is there a ticket for going under the speed limit?
Yeah. not following the flow of traffic. Not following posted traffic sign, laws. Yeah, there's, so for me, again, I could care less about race. Also, for me I'm retired.
We don't get.
When I was a deputy,
though, man. Shout out to
I didn't just pull over anyone for anything. Again, it had to be something that was a danger to themselves, something that they were breaking a law, and it was like out there. You know what I mean?
What? July, August, when I got that speeding ticket. He was cool. He knew me, and he knew Sister Inmate. He knew me off of my address. He's like, oh. He's asking about Sister Inmate, saying, "Oh yeah, I've been looking for her." Or whatever.
Speed, though?
No, the fuck he didn't.
Oh,
he gave me my 56 and the 25. Right?
I
should have got a fucking super speeder. Right?
Yeah, you didn't go to jail.
Right? So. You know what I'm saying? And he knew me. He knew what I've been going. He knew what I've been going through last year, and he was like, "See all that shit you going through? You shouldn't let that shit affect you like that." Now here you are.
What I got to do with me?
Here you are, not in your right frame of mind or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I've been letting people go for speed all week through the neighborhood. He's like, but I'm tired of people. He's like, I've been letting people go all week because the speed limit in that neighborhood is 25, but everyone does like 50 something because it's a long road and it's wide as fuck for like 4 cars really could pass on that road. So it's hard to do 25. It's like a speed trap, but it's the speed, right? And I was breaking the law. No, fucking through the neighborhood next to Spirit Creek. Cutting through to get to Willis Foreman instead of going all the way down Windsor Spring. I mean, he was cool. I mean, we talked for a second, and like he gave me the ticket. I was like, man, I understand I'm speeding. It was a black cop, anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't even like that heightened. I didn't have that heightened like anxiety or no shit like that, man. But he gave me the ticket. I took the ticket. I was speeding, like I was going 50 something in 25. So there's no arguing that shit. I was going to go down and have them convert my fines to community service.
That they shit wasn't calibrated. You should have told them that.
Man, I'm not about to go to court for that shit, man. I was planning on doing that. I already had someone lined up for me to do the little community service with, but then I saw the ticket was like $140, and then I was like, I was speeding. Why am I going to trade hours out of my day to really? It's not that I can't pay the ticket. It's really I'm just trying to fucking avoid
What up,
having
Private?
to pay it, and I was breaking the law, so I paid the ticket.
Yeah.
I paid the ticket, man. I just
See, it's funny. There's this guy, or he's a Newport Beach motor officer, and I think it was last year and the year before, he was named the most friendly motor officer in Southern California, and he also has the most tickets out of any other motor officer in Southern California. But everybody he gives a ticket to, almost everybody says thank you afterwards. He's real polite to them. He explains
right,
to them,
right.
and he treats them all the same.
Right.
I've had several interactions. I've been busted twice by white country ass cops with no fucking license back in the day. No fucking license. And they let me fucking go.
Yeah,
Like
they're fairly cool.
They were like, man, you're
Son-
cool, whatever. I was like, I'm just coming home from work. Like, they fucking let me go. And I had weed in my car and shit. Like they didn't have to let me. You're supposed to go to jail. But they was like, whatever, go home, get your ass to the house. You know what I'm saying? And then like that happened to me 3 times. And then the second time that one of the cops pulled me over for it twice. The first time he made me park my car and then he just drove me to work. He drove me to work. And it was one of them country ass white cops. I knew I was going to jail when he pulled me over, but he pulled me over. He was like, I can tell this license plate is fake. My car was not registered. I didn't have no license. He let me pull my fucking car over, dude. He took me to work. The second time he pulled me over, which like a week later, he was like, I got to take you to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had bad interactions, but I've had more good. So like, I agree totally that black people are targeted more on a lot of things, especially when it comes to policing. But everyone is not bad, because I cannot say that every action that I've had, I can't even say that 30% of my interactions have been bad. Like, I've had mostly positive. So the problem is when you get a few bad apples, the thing about it is, right, you can get a racist cop that does some bullshit, right? But it's not the problem necessarily that he did that racist shit that one time. The thing is, usually when you go back, they've had a track record that was ignored. So finally, when he gets busted for that one time, all this other shit comes out. And it's like, why did y'all let this motherfucker stay on when he had all these infractions and then just moved to another county and had all these fucking complaints? The problem is a lot of these people have the same history of doing the same shit over and over. And then that's where it's even more outrage, because you keep letting these motherfuckers that keep doing the same shit on it. But my interactions, for the most part, they've been positive. I mean, like, I didn't act crazy. Of course, I was scared because you never know how it can end. But I can't really say, like, that I've really been mistreated, except every time I've been mistreated, I was with him. So 2 times, 3 times in my interactions out of probably like 25 or 30. So,
like, Steve, you one of the good ones, man. You one of the good ones. I can tell you're a good guy, and I feel like I could have. If you pulled me over, I would have got out of the ticket.
Actually, you probably wouldn't have. I mean, honestly, well, here's the thing. I was actually okay. So I didn't have high numbers when it came to writing tickets. I didn't write a whole lot of tickets.
That's not really. You're not still. That's not the type of deputy. You wasn't feeling that vibe. I understand, man.
Well, and that wasn't really okay. So it's like with any job, you all have different tasks, things that you're assigned to do.
Right.
Even though I was a patrol deputy, that's not really what my job, duties were to give tickets. If I saw somebody breaking the law, depending what it was, half the time I gave warnings. Like I said, unless it was so egregious where I had no choice to either write a ticket or make an arrest. Yeah. But I mean, I had different assignments, different things that I was, tickets weren't one of them. I wasn't traffic. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so,
traffic is a touchy one.
and it really is. I mean, because here's the thing, you do need it. I mean, but again, I mean, there's given warnings, there's, but you can only give so many warnings. And again, it also depends on the situation. Okay, prime example. I had one guy, and this guy, he was white, called me the N-word when I arrested him. And
Okay.
I was probably every name in the book, as I'm arresting this guy,
Right.
and he thought it was bullshit because I arrested him because so there was a school bus with the light flashing, and he ran right by it.
Oh fuck no! Yeah, that's a kid
And
coming
I
out
pulled him
here.
over and arrested him,
Yep.
and had his vehicle impounded.
Yep.
And that was my job.
Right.
There were kids in the crosswalk.
Damn right. Yep.
So again, I didn't feel bad at all for arresting him. And if anything, I mean, I probably tightened the cuffs a little bit more as soon as he started calling me names.
Yeah.
But I treat everyone I've always treated everyone the same for the most part. Never based off of race, never based off of religion, sexual orientation.
Right.
I always try to be friendly to everybody, And again, and I've seen the majority of the officers I've worked with were great. And then I did see a couple knuckleheads, guys who didn't belong in that profession.
Yeah.
Hey,
on our local shit, man. I like for the most part, fair shout out to them because we interact with them. Like I'm a landlord, so I interact with them pretty frequently.
Okay.
And for the most part, man, the interactions are pretty cool. Most of them are straight. You can tell some of them are stressed out by their job. They've been doing it a long time, man. They've seen some bullshit. But
that's also why the same officers need regular therapy. They need an outlet.
They do.
And unfortunately, for the longest time, not until really recently, and even then, I think it just depends on the department. Not a lot of departments were open to that. You know what I mean? It was kind of a career killer when it should have been something that was encouraged because it is a very high stressful job. And the last thing you want to do is take out, your frustrations from whether it be the job or, and you're human anyways. You might have, so I knew one guy, his wife cheated on him and she was also a deputy and she cheated on him with another deputy. This guy beat the shit out of a guy he arrested, and it was for something minor. And again, I mean, he wound up losing his job for it. Right. He should have gone to jail. Unfortunately, he didn't. But again, this was 15, 16 years ago, where there wasn't really a lot of accountability like that, but again, I mean,
we do see some of that here too. The cops beating their significant others or whatever.
And that happens, and that's happened a lot.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, they need to be stricter. I think they're starting to.
I got a real radical view on the world, man. I feel like legalize. I know it might sound crazy because kids get a hold of shit or whatever, but it's up to the parents to teach them and maybe the community as a whole to start pushing against it. But I say legalize all that shit, man.
Just legalize all what stuff?
Like anything that's going on, man. Like whatever the fuck. If people want to destroy it, like it's population control. I'm sorry to say it, but if they want to smoke, if they want to do fentanyl or whatever the fuck it is that's going, whatever's popping.
Nah, see, and I disagree with that only because you know what? That stuff is so deadly. And let's say your kid gets a hold of it. And let's say you say that now that they should legalize it, but let's say one of your kids is at your friend's house, or not even your friend's, but their friend's house.
We should be teaching the dangers of it. Then
yeah, but sometimes you don't even know what it is. You know what I mean? And
it ain't gonna make its way into my house. That's all I know.
I know, but you don't know that though.
Shit, I don't know. I don't smoke that shit.
This is what I'm getting at though.
Right.
Let's say one of your kids is hanging out with one of their friends. And their friend's dad had some stuff, and that kid didn't even know what it was. That kid takes it to school, gives it to your kid. Your kid brings it to your house, and all your kids get a hold of it. And I'll tell you, I'll use a prime example of my brother and my sister. So it wasn't
super for me. Just the way I raise my kids and all. You talking about a super 1 in a billions, gazillion, trillion chance with me. So
No, I understand that.
It's up to the parents, man. And like I said, it's sad to say that some lives are there's lives lost every day.
And there
It's
are.
sad to say that some lives are gonna be lost, but
Oh yeah.
it's up to parents and the community and the people to preach the vibe against it more than all the money that gets spent trying to chase it and deal with it. It's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop.
No, of
They're
course
gonna smoke bath salt. They're gonna smoke. They're gonna people are just doing random shit in their house.
I know. Yeah, and I agree with you. You can never stop it. But
Right.
you can do your best to try to limit it, try to slow it down.
All you can do is educate. By educating,
and of course, educating, stuff like that as well. But again, all I know is, you know,
I'm gonna tell you, man, the shit that I went to when I was a kid scared the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like they talked about, like, and the stories I've heard about people snorting coke and shit, and their heart just stopping.
Yep.
People popping mollies and getting stuck in bad mood, like bad vibes, going mute and all kind of shit, man. Ecstasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I got jiggy with ecstasy a couple of times, but it was on some fuck shit. It was some sex shit. But it wasn't no bad mood, so I didn't get stuck on no bad mood or no shit. But I hear about people getting stuck on bad moods with ecstasy, and like, so I just been Bud, man. Bud inspires me, and I'll sip drink socially.
Yeah, and see, for me, drinking is like you said, socially.
Yeah.
Marijuana, up until recently, I've got to quit the marijuana for my new job. Right. You know, I've never tried ecstasy. I did cocaine once.
I've done cocaine too, but I hated the experience.
Man, I probably did cocaine like 30, 40 times.
Yeah.
Every time I did it was with my mother-in-law back in the day, with my ex-wife's mom. I did a lot. I mean, for me, that's a lot.
He got more stripes than I got.
Man, I fucked with the coke. The first time I did it was on my 18th birthday. She was like, I got something. I was like, what? She's like, coke. My damn wife, she was mad as fuck. She was like, oh, so you gonna do coke? I was like, I don't know, maybe, sure. Then 30 times later, but then afterwards, man, I wasn't even really feeling nothing. Like, I was like, why am I doing this shit anyways? Like, I'm already like a high-strung person, so coke can't get me nowhere that my brain is not. It can't put me on a level that I'm not already on. So I just stopped doing it because that shit's bad. That shit's bad.
I did it one time. It was I was no longer a deputy when I did it. I was at a party. It was kind of, well, my first wife. I had gotten divorced, and it was a divorce party. A friend of mine was a director in the adult industry, and he had put on a huge party for me. And I had a girl that was super hot, and she let me do some off of her tits, and you know, so I had my fun. I did it one time. We'll never do it again. You know, it's one of those things.
I did it about 12 times. Not 12 times in my life. Last time I was like, man, this shit is whack.
Yeah, see, you know, it's not something I would ever want to do again. I think I was paranoid as all hell. My chest was beating super fast.
Yep.
And granted, I was a lot thinner then. I wasn't as freaking obese as I am now, you know, and still just the way it made me feel, I was like, yeah, no. Plus, I mean, dude, my nose was burning like a motherfucker, you know, and I was just like, what the, and when I was done, I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't get my dick hard, which sucked.
I'm pretty sure it was exactly 12 times.
Yeah.
This shit's stupid.
Yep. Nah, see, but you know, I mean, and again, you know, people, they go through whatever, they do their, you know, whatever, they try different things, you know.
I mean,
I'm glad we have tough law, although California, our laws have changed a lot. You know, certain narcotic charges that used to be felonies are no longer felonies, they're misdemeanors. Which means if you get caught with certain stuff, they won't even arrest you for it anymore. You know,
it just, to me, it seems like the war on it costs more than. I mean, I saw people gonna be lost, but whatever. And like as far as man reviving people and all that shit, man. If you overdose, fuck 'em.
Man, like, and I hate to say it like that, man,
Fuck 'em,
because
man.
I
That's
have
you.
had
You chose
addiction
that shit, man.
in my
That's how I
family.
feel.
I've had addiction and been directly affected by addiction, and I still have that same view. Like I said, man, like I told the person
If somebody
that went
want to
through it, I
die,
said,
man, it's
man,
on them, man.
that's what I told him. I said, my prayers for you
It's on
is
them. I mean,
if you ever touch heroin again, that you die from a fentanyl overdose. Like,
hey, and
that's the risk you're taking.
My words right now, I'm sorry if I offend anybody, but my words right now hopefully motivate somebody to stop or some shit. But if you want to overdose on some shit, that's what's up, man. My kids got a job. That's another job that's available for my children to take over the world. If you want to fuck your life off,
damn, you know, 10-year-olds is
whatever. If a 10-year-old is watching shit,
they're not gonna hold that man's job for 10 years. They're gonna
stop the dumb shit.
Someone on that shit don't have no job like
shit.
That.
Yeah.
But people, man, they overdosing. Like to me, man, you're not gonna ever hear like I OD'd on fentanyl, right? Because I'm not.
And I
doing
present
any
it just like that.
It
may sound offensive how I present it, but shit, it don't get no realer than that, man.
It doesn't,
Stop
man.
the dumb shit. Stop the dumb shit.
When you do shit like meth and you're doing heroin,
stop the dumb shit.
And you're buying pills and shit off of the street, man, there's a risk. You're running. You're understanding the risk. And like the shits that I've seen, different documentaries where the drug dealer will say that they put extra fentanyl in the shit. They always have them extra couple of sacks that they know someone will OD on when they take it.
Damn.
Because they know
the way they step on it and think whatever it's
well, some of them they set up some certain sacks for people to OD. Well, not to OD, they just have more fentanyl in it than the rest. But they do that because it doesn't hurt business. It helps the business because all the other junkies, all they do is say, well, the dope was so good, but this person didn't know how to handle it. They didn't know how to do it right. It's not the drug. It's not It's not bad dope. It's the fact that the person didn't know how to do it right. So the drug must be good, and that makes them buy it even more. Like, but that's ass backwards thinking. Like,
man, we've seen motherfuckers old. Man, like that girl was like 24 years old or something that had OD'd over there. Man,
I don't know, man. It's a choice. It's a risk that you're willing to take, man. It's a risk that that there's that super risk too. Now it's not like no one doesn't know what fentanyl is. Like that when you do those illicit.
Oh yeah, no, and I agree with you. I mean,
I know when I smoke,
I
know I'm finna get I'm gonna get bright ideas for music, designs, or something.
See, it's like this. So marijuana, I think, on a federal level, should be legalized.
It should.
Within limits, though. I think it should be legalized, but it should be like alcohol. They should make it to where you can't smoke and drive.
I say turn that shit loose.
But I think it should be legalized. I think it's one of those things where, it should be taxed. It's a way for states to make money. So why not?
I'm at 44. I ain't been to a doctor for anything besides a tooth infection since I was 16. And I've smoked bud since, god damn, man, probably 12, 13 years old, like some daily type shit, man. Mm-hmm. And I've never had no bad experiences behind that shit, man. Never.
Well, that's good. I mean,
never. I ain't got to go to. I don't be going to the doctor, man. If I get sick, I just roll with the punches, shit.
Yeah.
Take me some Benadryl, and some ibuprofen, and keep it ticking. Man. Hey. Yeah, we got a deep audience, man. I got to get these kids up for school, though. We got 13 people watching. We had a phenomenal. I know it ain't nothing to do with no toys, but we had a phenomenal conversation tonight, man. That shit's cool. Chicago is where gangs started. Thought it was California.
Man, they're shitting on that documentary, that sports documentary.
What documentary?
One with the it's supposed to be like Magic Johnson and shit we was talking about.
What, Step Brothers?
Yes, but hey man, that goddamn.
He looked like he was
that
gonna play the part
Batman,
good.
that Batman review. Yeah, that one. They're shitting on it. That Batman though, man. The reviews are coming in, man. They're saying that shit's a masterpiece, bro. They're saying that the new Batman is a masterpiece. I cannot fucking wait, bruh.
When is it? March?
It comes
24th?
out Friday.
Oh. You going to the theater?
I don't know, man.
Ready to get shot, man? You ready to see if
I
somebody
can't be scared of
the
the shooting, man. That Joker shooting in Colorado years ago, that shit killed me going to the movies for like all time. I've seen probably 3 movies in the theater since then.
Come on,
and they were
bro,
always during the day, during the week, during the day. Like,
we're gonna live stream us.
I'm gonna be able to pick out a motherfucker.
We're gonna live stream us getting gunned down at the Batman movie.
You ain't about to shoot me.
We ain't gonna tell the time because we trying not to get gunned down if possible, man.
I don't go anywhere without a gun in my pocket.
We hope the video turns out to be clickbait.
I can't.
I said we hope the video turned out to be clickbait.
Bruce getting shot in the
Bruce getting shot.
I don't know, man. This
the title gonna be OMG. Bruce got shot at Batman.
Man, if there is a God out there, I want it to be the God of the torrents, the one that all the rippers and the screamers
leak on Wednesday.
To. I need the leak God, man. Like,
tomorrow,
I don't want to go to the theater, but I will. I don't know if I can wait for 2 or 3 months for the Batman to come out on the torrent, man. Like, I really fucking want to see the shit. And then after reading the reviews, man, they're saying that shit's a masterpiece. Like, bruh, man, when I look, man, I read so many good reviews, and then I seen IGN even reviewed it. And I was reading through the review, man, and I got down to the score. That shit said 10, masterpiece. I was like, oh, god damn. There's too many good ones. I got to, man. I know it's good. It looks good. Like, you can tell it's different. It's Batman at his best, what he does best. He's the greatest detective in the world. Like, that's what Batman is. He's a detective, like, the ultimate. And this is what... And he's brutal, man. Oh, I want to see this shit.
So what's up, man? We're going Sunday?
I don't know.
If the torrent gods don't come through...
Please let the torrent gods
please come through with the DVD rip.
I'm not even trying to man, I want to smoke a blunt.
Smoke a blunt at home in your boxer shorts, watch your Batman.
Yes, man. Just fucking have that shit like blaring and
please torrent gods, give us the leak.
Please
give us the leak, torrent gods.
If there is a God, please. If you come out, if y'all come out with
what
a torrent,
other channel do you hear people
within?
To the torrent
I'll give
guys?
it like 2 weeks. If y'all come out with a torrent for the Batman, and within 2 weeks, man, I'll fucking.
Do you know if there's a torrent for the new Uncharted movie?
I can't do this. The cam, it has to be like the Blu-ray. It has to be the rip. I can't do the cam version.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want either a DVD or Blu-ray rip of that.
Yeah, I can't do that. I will not do any cam.
Oh, hell no.
I don't even know if they do those anymore.
I have, if like Transformers, I will.
Yeah, I can't.
Hey,
this motherfucker, he don't care. Like,
I can't.
Especially then, man, he would.
For Transformers, I will.
Like, man, are you serious? You're looking at this, man.
Yeah, I am.
Bro, I remember one of the.
Trying to imagine what the real detail is.
Hey, one of the versions, I think it was Transformers he had, man, there was a motherfucker standing up.
Yeah,
motherfuckers kept standing up in that shit. Like, and then, like, I guess, I don't know, the person might have seen a usher, so the camera would go down. Like, man, I'm out.
Oh my God. I'll take it, though. For Transformers, I got to see it.
For something that I like, I definitely can.
got to see it. Hey, but yeah, fucking man, it's 12:20. I got to get up and get these kiddos to school, man. But y'all know I'll be back at 10 o'clock tonight, man. Good night, Daredevil.
Good night, everyone.
Daredevil's been out.
Hey, just give us a preview of what he's going to look like in his coffin. This is our viewing. He's been talking about he's been sick too for a while.
No, don't do that to him, man. He might go back and watch.
Hey, we're all here in reverence.
Hey, Daredevil, I love you, man.
Hey, man, I'm
talking that
This is me putting my hand on your chest.
Stream, man,
that was our boy.
This our boy.
That was our boy. That's our boy, Daredevil, man.
He had Eternia, son.
He's in Eternia now. He had a hernia. Now he's in that motherfucker. Before he turned in. He's in that motherfucker now for real.
Bruce is wild, man.
Slay another dragon, my boy.
Hey. But yeah, hey, y'all know what it is, man.
Oh, he's moving his hand.
Oh, he's about to jack off. He putting his hand down in the we gotta go. He's about to play. We are gathered here today to honor Daredevil. Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
We about to shut down the show, big homie.
Hey, this is like a snuff film.
He says like a snuff film. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead.
Later, everyone. Good night.
Hey, yeah. Good night, everyone. Hey, I'll be back. Damn, Bullwinkle just joined. I maybe you've been watching, but he ain't said nothing.
What up, Bullwinkle?
Later, guys.
Hey, man. I love y'all, man. I know it's still 12 people watching. I hate to do it, man, but I got to get these kids to school, man. 10 o'clock again tonight, man. If y'all ain't doing shit,
Daredevil about to pass away for real, y'all. So y'all tell them good night, man. Y'all, we don't know when we'll see you again, man.
Good night, Steve. Good night, Daredevil. We'll catch
Good night, guys.
I make it out the stug like I see you again someday. I wish.